Hey there, everybody. Thet here, and welcome to Thet Checks Out Oriental Empires. Oriental Empires is a 4X grand strategy style game. It's not exactly grand strategy, it's more 4X, but it is designed by Shining Pixel Studios and published by Iceberg Interactive. It came out this year. It came out, in fact, very recently, and I picked it up, and then I started playing it, and then 8 hours later I finished the campaign because... oh, it's good. It's good. It's pretty good. Gives me definitely Civilization vibes to it, except you're stuck in a certain time period. The Grand Campaign lists itself as between 1500 BC to 1500 AD in China. So we'll go ahead and start a Grand Campaign just to show us a little bit of what the gameplay is like. You have plenty of factions to choose from here. We'll go with the good old Han Dynasty, perhaps. Hopefully we won't split into 3 kingdoms, but you never know. They all have different traits to them as well. So, for example, the Shang here have a little bit of extra starting authority, which makes it easier for you to rule your subjects. The Han have a very good relationship with the peasants, so their peasant happiness is a little bit higher than normal. They're not as effective in combat normally, but their crossbows are better than other crossbowmen. And they get a special crossbow unit. And, you know, they all have differences like that. The Wu, for example, are usually in the southeast, as it shows right here. In fact, I believe they all have static starting locations. And the Wu are better with bladed weapons, and they are good with naval units as well. Their cavalry units, as it shows, are not as good. They're really more, well, you can see the description down there. They are engaged in practices considered somewhat barbarous, such as tattooing and cutting your hair. It was ancient China. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Anyway, during the 3 Kingdoms period, which is actually mentioned here, they were known for their navy, basically. I'm surprised that they actually got mentioned here. I love the 3 Kingdoms. Anyway, that's not here nor there. Let's go ahead and play with the Han, because I like their flag. And we'll stay on normal difficulty for right now. Turns, max is by default 300. You could go a lot farther than that if you wanted to. It basically just decides when the game ends and who gets the score victory at that time. Anyway, like I said, let's start it up, and I'll show you what we're looking at here. You do start with a tutorial lady here, a little bit of a description. Located in the floodplains of the Yellow River. Good land to farm from. Take your settler unit and found a new place about 8 to 10 hexes away. All that good stuff. This is just tutorial things advising you how to get started. There is a manual in-game, so you can look at all this fun stuff here and get some basics on how to work the game. Let's go over the UI very quickly. In the top left shows what turn I'm on, my gold, and how much gold I'm getting per turn, approximately. Sometimes it changes. It's not always exact. You can hide any of these UI factors as well. Up in the top right, menu button, info button, and of course the compass, because you do have full control over the camera in this game. By the way, 4X. So this makes it look 4X, of course. And then you could just go right up into your general's face if you really feel like it. How you doing, General? It's nice to see you today. You having a good time? And yes, you can zoom in like this in the middle of a battle as well. I love it. The battles actually take place on this same exact map. And it's not exactly like Civilization, at least not the last Civilization game I've played. Unless the newest one changed combat a lot. This game has a little bit more complexity to it. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Going on to the rest of our UI here. On the right-hand side, we have our different tabs. First one is Diplomacy. We have no contacts, so we can't do anything with Diplomacy yet, but you can make trades and all that good stuff with other people. Basically, all the stuff you would expect to see with that. Technology and Culture. Lots of stuff you can do here. We do need to actually pick some of this stuff out. So... right now, we get a bonus to researching power, which doesn't just mean military. It also has to do with growing your population, because people are power. The more people you have, the more power you have, you see. But you have 4 different areas: power, crafting, thought, and knowledge. And all of these are researched simultaneously. You just pick what you start researching first. We already have agriculture for farming, so let's go for military drill so that we can get some peasant long spearmen. There we go. For crafting, let's start with... I'm liking bronze making. To start off, it allows us to build a foundry and allows us to clear out forest area around us as well. So if there's too much forest around us, we can clear it out, make some farms. Thought, philosophy and stuff, such as shamanism, national myth. Most of these will increase your culture or authority. And for starting out, let's start with divination. Only heaven knows the future, but it often sends signs of what is coming. The translation is not perfect, obviously, but this will give us some more authority, and we'll discuss that later. Knowledge. Horse domestication, composite bow, calendar for authority. Let's start with a composite bow so we can get some better archers. I like that idea first and foremost. All right, so we got our researches for this turn. Next is going to be the edicts on the right-hand side, our third one here. Edicts, excuse me. Edicts are the laws and regulations issued by yourself or your country. It says king or emperor, so that works too. Right now, we only have one, the Grand Commandant, which allows us to basically get a general. It allows us to get another character. Any character, general, strategist, whatever they're called, it's basically another named character that you can use in combat. Helps troop morale, helps them fight more effectively, all that good stuff. But as you can see, it will give us a general character, but it will also reduce our authority. And if we cancel it later, it will reduce our authority for 20 turns after that as well. So, yes, we could get a commander, but it does reduce our authority just by a little bit. It also costs 80 gold per turn, as you can see at the bottom right. Doesn't cost us anything to issue this, but once it's active, 80 per turn. We can only issue one edict per turn as well, so that's something to keep in mind later on. Here's your financial screen. You can see all your income and expenses, all that good stuff. Next is your player status screen. First one is your info. There's our leader right here. Learn a bit about the Han if you want to. Learn a bit about your abilities. See how you're doing on victory. We're actually 3rd in Conquest right now and 9th in Son of Heaven. Conquest is literally just control 65% of the total game population. Not the map. Population. Son of Heaven is if 75% of the game's population recognizes you as the Emperor. Your own population and vassals and other players who you have basically told to recognize you as Emperor all count towards that goal. So it's kind of a diplomacy victory. Cultural victory is having at least 50 culture, and then you have to have 50% more culture than the next highest player. And then finally, points victory is whoever has the most points at the end of the game. And then you have the statistics screen, which is just stats. You can look at all the stats. You can even uncheck only known players to see everyone's stats if you want to cheat. I don't know if it's actually cheating. You can also see your influence here. We have no authority yet. And we can also automate technology, new settlements, and farming. You can automate most of the game if you really want to. Bottom right is our intern. Bottom left shows our culture on the left-hand side. Affects the value of our trade goods. And superior culture basically means that your trade goods are worth more than others. And it also increases happiness because you're more cultured. You have more stuff for your people to do. In the middle, it's kind of our logo. And when you click a unit, a named unit, you'll see their face down here instead. Right-hand side is our authority. In general, you should try to have more authority than you have settlements. Right now, we have one settlement and no authority, which actually means the settlement might be a little bit unrest already. But with that in mind, also, if we click this little silhouette up here, we can ask for our helper lady to give us some more information, but we don't need to right now. And right here is our main menu for selecting things. First one is all of our settlements, second one is our armies, and third one is any kind of messages, such as hints, or if anything's been built or anything like that, and battle reports. So let's check out Zheng, our capital city, and see what we could do here. Zheng is bringing us an income of 20, has 12 food, 28% unrest among the nobles. The peasants are quite fine with us. The population is 10, and their population growth is 12.6. You can click on any of these to get a breakdown of them. It's pretty great. Nobles, let's see why they don't like us. Their happiness is 20 because the governor is in this area. That is our leader, our faction leader. If you have any other named character, they count as the governor for the area as well, and will give a little bit of happiness. They're dissatisfied due to local factors, which we can't do anything about. Basically, rivalries, bickering between nobles. Insufficient authority. We don't have the authority to handle even one place right now, so we get a little bit of unrest from that. And then previous grievances, they will go away by themselves, but that's causes of previous unhappiness. Suppression basically means military units. As you see, peasants, though, they love the food surplus. They're happy they have a governor. Our faction naturally makes the peasants happier. They also have local problems and previous grievances, but they'll go away over time. Nothing really to worry about there. So what can we do here in Zheng? Well, we could go ahead and click on some of these areas around us to convert it to farmland. That's a good idea, because if you convert outside of your area, your actual area of influence, your borders, will expand out to it. So let's grab a few places over here to the left-hand side. We cannot clear out land yet. We cannot build roads yet. But we can construct external buildings, because right here we could build a pavilion if we wanted to. And that would be actually, it would be on the map. It would give us a cultural victory point, and it will also increase our happiness by 1. Is it worth that much? Or by 10%, I should say. For the nobles, so increase their happiness, not our happiness. Okay. So, we could also build actual buildings. And, like the palace. We could use a palace. It'll eventually help with more recruiting and give us some culture points. We also build a boyer for bows and some other things, like a bazaar for trade, a granary for storing food. Which is all well and good. Alright. So, do we want to do any of that right now? Not really. Right now, I just want to concentrate on letting our peasants grow land and farm some more so that they can grow in size. Eventually, we might want to get a settler. Oh, by the way, up here on the right side at the top, recruitment. You can recruit nobles, you can recruit peasant militia, and you can recruit civilians. Civilians would be your settlers. They cost 500, but they cost nothing per turn, and they allow you to settle another settlement. We don't need it right now, so I'm not going to do it. Peasant militia and nobles, both of them, you'll notice they cost nothing on the left-hand side to recruit, but they do have a per-turn cost. This allows you to raise an army relatively quickly, if you need to. This little dot over here, these yellow dots, show how many you can recruit at 1 turn. So, if you have a military-built settlement, you can recruit a lot of peasants or nobles at one time. Nobles generally don't like to fight, but they are better armed. So, noble axemen would be fairly strong, for example. Peasant light spearmen, not that much, but you can usually get them in large numbers as time goes on. Next, let's take a look at our actual units and the map. Here's our bodyguard unit, our general, Zushi. He has, if we click on him here, 3 stars. Stars are your ki, or your chi, your energy. Basically, the more energy he has, the better he can command, and the better their fighting ability will be. That's not only for him, but anyone in his same zone of influence, or his stack, will have that improvement as well. On the right side is his Ren, or his Virtue, and what that does is it helps reduce stress, or not stress, it helps reduce unrest more, the more Virtue he has, and it improves the morale of units in the stacks that he leads by 1. More morale means the less likely, I should say, that they're going to run away. So if we look around the map, we can see a few places of interest. Places like this, mulberry bushes, they will increase the value of silk if we are close enough to it to actually obtain that resource. Also got some rhinoceroses up here. An extra income of 60 per turn if we could just get over here and get us a settlement. We might settle over there. That sounds like a good idea. The rest of these are actually encounters. A notable statesman lives here. Perhaps he could be convinced to join your service. That would be interesting. What about down here? A merchant lives here. He may have some useful information on the local trade routes. And up here, at the north, noted philosopher may be persuaded to join our service. Let's go talk to the philosopher. I think he's the closest. So you can see the path to where he's going to go, but he doesn't move yet. Why not, you might ask? Well, because all the turns in this game are simultaneous. Nobody moves until I end my turn. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to have the settlers move over here to where this rhinoceros is. I like this spot right here, right in the middle hex. Seems perfect. You actually cannot build too close to steep hills, mountainous regions basically, or too close to coastlines. Because you can actually build, the way that your cities build outwards, you can make use of those even though you're not adjacent to it. Anyway, that's going to be it for this turn. We don't need the hint again. And we'll end our turn. And now, we get to see everyone move. In real time, it's pretty great. I love how you can zoom in like this and watch everyone moving. I mean, this is actually beautiful. This is wonderful. Look at it. It's great. It's actually great. There goes our general unit. Marching along, we're going to go find some people, try to recruit them, and then we'll speed things up a little bit. Also, our settler units right here, moving along as well. A suggestion from our hint person. Might be a good idea to recruit another settler. I don't know. It might be a good idea to expand more. No, we'll do that. There's a lot of bad that could come of it. Namely that I don't have the unrest, or I don't have the authority for it yet. But I think we'll be okay. Let's see if we can grab these mulberries while they're here. Let's go down to this area. And we'll get them moving. Alright, other than that, that's nothing else happened this turn. So let's let our boys move. Looks like it's going to take him no more turns. He's there. Okay, great. Everyone else moved, so we build another farm in Zhang. There you go. See, our influence and our borders expanded to where the farm is. It's pretty great. And we got our encounter. Got a right-click to open it. Noted thinker. He looks very noted. My lord, I have spent many years pondering deeply on the affairs of heaven and man. I believe I am close to discovering great truths, but I need the support of a patron so that I may continue my work. So if we pay him 243 gold, he will improve the advancement rate of our thought researches by 13%. Yeah, we'll do that. Heck yeah. I like anything that sounds like a permanent bonus. Let's go after this noted statesman next. Or notable, it says. But yeah, that's good. That's some permanent research bonus. I love it. So we'll let that go on and get the research done. And we're not close enough yet to any of the settlements, so we can't settle yet. Although we're just about here. Nothing of note happened this turn, it looks like. Learned a little bit more on the Fog of War, but the next turn is going to be pretty loaded with stuff. Here we go. Our general made it to the statesman. Our settlers up here are ready to found, so let's go ahead and found the settlement. Welcome to Yiyang. And in Yiyang, we are going to start farming up here and grab this area. I just like doing that first. Get as many farms as we can so that we can build more population. Down here, is this the spot? This is the spot. So we're going to found another one. Yangdi. Yiyang, Yangdi, and Zheng. All good to go. High noble unrest here. Wow, very high. Local factors and insufficient authority are hitting this place pretty hard. Let's start with farming. But we can't get any peasants here. So I think what I'm going to do is go to Zhang. I'm going to recruit... I can recruit 2 peasant militia right away. So I'm going to do that. See, that already reduced the unrest here, but I'm going to send one of them. Click on him here. Send him down this way to Yangdi. How's the unrest up here in Yiyang? Not too bad. I can live with that. And then finally, we did get an encounter here, I believe. For some reason, I cannot access this screen now. Alright, I found a little bug. That's okay. No problem. I didn't have that last time. Alright, and there goes our spearmen. As you can see, they have quite good numbers. There we go. Encounter. Noted statesman, my lord, I would be honored to join your service and provide advice on how to best rule. We'll improve our power advancement rate by 8% for 639 gold. That's worth it. Hey, who's that? Bandits. Our general could probably take on these bandits. But at the same time, I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's a better idea to get us back to Zhang and get our authority back in order here. Yeah, we're a little bit bereft on authority right now. Alright. Anything else get done this turn? Nothing of note. Let's let people move around then. Alright. We made it back to our area of influence, so we should be good enough here. Not quite yet. Well, the governor's helping a little bit. Alright. We got progress, though. Wow. I cannot talk today. Military drill is done. Signaling would be next. I don't have anything that can give us more authority, which is what I would like. Although the military drill does give us 1 point of authority. We could get a barracks if we decide to go with signaling. But I think flood control is better. It will reduce the effects of flooding, and it will also allow us to build a well field system. And then basically, farms got built everywhere. If we go to the little production one over here for our actual settlements, we can see that Yiyang is not doing anything while the other two are still set to build farms. That is very good to know and very helpful. Now, I want to get their... I want to get them feeling a little bit better here. I could get some culture here by building the palace. That might be the way to go. Let's do that. Let's get a palace up in here. That'll help us out a bit. And then more farms, please. All right. That'll help on that side. We have the mulberries here. I believe we have the... Yes, we do have the rhinos up here. Hello. Who's that? Shang. Yi Lin of the Shang group. We technically have not contacted them yet. We could just see them for now. They might contact us soon, though. They might see our borders here. We'll see. If it doesn't happen right away, it doesn't happen right away. Oh, yep. We actually have officially found them. Let us hope they're either weak or friendly. We can click on them and find out, though. Right now, we have no formal relationship with them. They're polite. We've been at peace with them for 8 turns. They are equal in power, they are adequate in wealth, and they are stable. Greetings. What do you wish to discuss? Let's, as a show of good faith, let's ask to reveal our capital locations. You see the abacus here? That this is an equal trade or an equal offer? Propose it. They want us to give them 4 gold. Tell you what, I'll make a counter proposal. Give us some gold. 1 gold for 10 turns. Alright. We gave them 4 gold. They're going to give us 1 gold. That's 10 gold, basically, over time. And we know where their capital is now. And they know where ours is. And they also have, it looks like, 3 settlements already. Alright. That's good to know. Good stuff. I want to take out them pirates, but I also need to make sure that my authority is a little bit more absolute. Oh, speaking of pirates. Oh, they're long spearmen, though. That's a little bit scary. Shang, it is an uncertain world we live in. Let's increase our security by making a solemn pact not to attack each other. So they want me to give them Yiyang. That's not gonna happen? Yeah, no. That's insane. How about for nothing? Single payment of 61. I don't like that idea either. Not unless you're gonna pay me over time. Let's see if I can even this up just a little bit more. Yeah, we're not making money here either. Oh, that's 50. We lose a little bit, but we won't attack each other. So that's a fair trade to me. Let's see if we can do something about these bandits. A lot of stuff happened here. Alright, composite bow has been done. We can now recruit noble archers, which is great. Let's get the calendar to increase our authority. And that'll be good there. Bronze making is done. We can now clear out forest land, which is good because we're quite surrounded by it right now. Let's get precious metal work. It'll make bronze worth more and it'll increase our culture. And then finally, under thought, we researched divination for a little bit more authority, which is great. Let's get some more. Is there something else I can research for more authority? Not yet. So let's go for shamanism. Through dances, ceremonies, and sacrifices, they can summon rain, drive out demons, and that are causing sickness and stuff. Okay. An eclipse. Oh. Wow, that's 25 unrest amongst peasants, 30 amongst nobles. Yikes. What can I say? It is a time of great superstition. And they're pillaging our lands, so we're going to want to do something about that. Alright, pirates, bandits, whatever you want to call yourselves. You want to play hardball? Let's play hardball. Let's get our general down here. See if we can get him to fight. We should have the defensive advantage here, so even if they attack us, we should be alright. It is a little bit disconcerting, though. Alright. Yiyang is no longer making anything, but they're concentrating on growing, which I think is good for now. Yangdi does need to build again, so we're gonna just expand. No, let's expand upwards towards our other settlements to try to connect our lands. Alright. They're pillaging some more. Yeah, it's not great. But now we should be able to attack them. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to get you to attack head on. We're going to give you the orders here. You have orders that you can give your troops. for battle planning. And if you have more than one unit in a stack here, you can give them formations as well to decide what order they actually start combat in. We're just going to charge straight ahead with our general unit. And then I'm going to command our... Actually, you know what? No, we're going to charge straight ahead with our peasant, light spearmen. And our generals are going to have an order to try to flank. That's how it's going to go. That should hit them pretty hard. And then finally we can see some battle. Alright. Battle of Yangdi has started. Peasants lighting themselves on fire. It's pretty great. They are long spearmen, which does give us a disadvantage, but we have shields. We also have the advantage of being able to flank them. The main thing about the long spearmen is that they're weak against ranged units, so if we had archers, we'd be in great shape here. And the battle begins. Very Rome Total War style. I don't know why I said Rome. It's any Total War game. But it's pretty great, except you don't actually directly control them now. You basically put the orders in action, and they do the controlling for you. They're down to 58 units. We're down to 71, but we will replenish our peasants as they sit in our territory, so I'm not too worried about them. The enemy's trying the rout. As soon as our general came in here, they were done. They're gone. Hopefully they're gone for good. If not, we'll chase them out. There they go. Success! That is a victorious battle. And we got a new heir. Sundu. He has no energy, but he has 2 virtue, which is pretty good. We have a palace now in Zheng, and a farm now in Yangdi, and another farm in Zheng. See the battle report next. So they lost 26 units. They have 46 left, and we lost 18. Alright. How did our general do? Our general killed 6, didn't lose any. That said, our light spearmen actually leveled up. So that's pretty good. Alright, light spearmen, go home. General, let's try to take them out. To catch bandits, try to anticipate where they will move to, as they may move away before your army arrives. You know what? With that in mind, let's stay in our area here. Let's go to the farmland. Play a little bit careful. Alright, now that we have a palace here, oh, we still have a lot of unrest. Oh, that eclipse is hurting us hard. It'll last for one more turn, though, so we should be fine. Because this turn is going to be over soon. We could clear some land around us, too, but I'm not going to do that yet. Not until Zheng is looking a little bit overstuffed. I will, however, put in the order to build this pavilion. It will take some of our people here. It's going to take some of us off of farming, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. It's going to take a lot of people off of farming. So there's 11 people on farming, 6 on building. Obviously, that's abstract. There's more doing that, but you know how it is. All right. That's good, though. Yi Yang, how you doing? We could, like, this is why you don't build near the coast, because you could build these all along your coastlines. But with that said, if we build a farm down here, we will connect our culture. So that'll be good for us. We also start building bazaars to increase trade, which I think is going to be the next move here. Let's build a bazaar here. Let's build one in Yangdi as well. There we go. Yangdi's not going to grow for right now, but we will have a bazaar going. Alright, they are actually scooting away from us, but they are heading over into Zheng and attacking it, so we have to make them regret that. Actually, you know what? We could just bring our weaklings, our peasants, but let's get the noble axemen. And we're just going to charge right at them. Just a charge order right in their face. There's more of them. What are these guys? Light spearmen. Okay. Head this way, and then head over here. That's going to be our trajectory for that one. We should be pretty good on that front. Not happy that they pillaged another land, of course, but not too much I could do about it right now. We are neutral as far as our current growth in Zheng. So I guess neutrality is okay. Here comes another battle. Battle of Zheng. Our axemen should be pretty tough here. There they are, our nobles. Coming to fight for our cause. Looks like both teams are rushing over to this fight, so they're gonna... If we make the other group retreat, they might run straight into our faction leader. That said, we do have a general over here as well, so that might help even more. They're splitting up. Our group is. I'm not sure if that's the best strategy, but they are set to charge, so I think we're still going to do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, we're definitely stronger than them. Oh, we are stronger than both of them. These are light spearmen, so they did not stand a chance against our bodyguards. Are they going to run into our other group here? They are not, which is fine. Still got a good fight there. Very well done. Got flood control done, and we could actually issue another edict now. Let's get irrigation next, I think. Irrigation basically lets you upgrade your farms. Sundu got some ki out of that, or some chi. Again, not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and have them turn back. They're well enough. These guys are in perfect health. I'll have them rush over here. And we got a nine-tailed fox sighting. Many in the countryside are claiming to have seen a nine-tailed fox. It's a sign of heaven's approval. Minus 20 unrest with nobles and minus 10 with peasants. It's good stuff. Got another farm in Zhang, and there's the battle report. Took out 41 of them jokers. All with our bodyguard unit and noble axemen. Our light spearmen didn't actually do anything. But they also got level ups, which is pretty great. Anyway, that's a good little 30-minute snapshot of Oriental Empires, I think. I like this game. I like it a lot. I think it's excellent. The simultaneous turns, the way the battles unfold, the amount of strategy you could do in the battles. I mean, not only could I, for example, let's say there's a city right here on this corner. I could have my faction leader go into the city here, have my faction heir move into the city by going here, and then tell my axemen to go here and then here, and hit the city from 3 different sides. I love that. I love that little depth of strategy that's in here. It is pretty great, in my opinion. And that's outside of, you know, growing your cities, researching your technologies, and all that good stuff as well. There's a lot in this game, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'll probably play a few other games of it here when I have some free time, which is pretty much never. Got lucky today. But if you enjoyed watching this video, or if you thought this game was pretty cool, let me know by giving this video a like and comment on what you thought of the game itself as well. I didn't even get a chance to show you the city, which does show everything that was built, like the palace right here in the center. It will show you other things that are built too, like our walls that are around it. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know by giving it a like. If you have not already, feel free to subscribe for more videos as well. Thank you for watching this playthrough of Thet Checks Out Oriental Empires. My name is Thet, and I will see you in the next video.